How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Obor, and today we're going to be talking about something very interesting. I'm going to be answering a very hot topic, a very hot question. Should you respect somebody who has not earned your respect? To be concise, I'm going to give y'all my answer. I believe that you should still respect somebody who has not earned your respect. And here's why I say that. First and foremost, let's kind of define what respect means. I like the etymology of words because it gives us the opportunity to get some common ground or not. I believe that respect means that you admire a person for a reason. You admire an individual for an aspect of them, something that might be in them or outside them. Most of the time, it's in them. When I say in them, I mean a character trait that they exhibit, a type of habits that they show often, and something that might align with where you are at, something that you might like or enjoy. And I think that character trait, for it to be respect, it also could align with where you want to be. So I say all that to say that's how we're going to be defining respect in this message. Now, respect does not mean that you like a person or that you have to befriend them. What do you mean by that, Lucky? Well, I'm glad you asked. Most people think that respecting an individual means that y'all have to be buddy-buddy. It does not mean that. See, the argument will try to tell you that respecting an individual means, especially one that has not earned your respect, especially one who has done the opposite of things that you value morally, intellectually, physically, or in whatever aspect of life you believe respect and just caring yourself should be in. A person might argue that, why should I respect a person who is unfit? Why should I respect somebody who constantly poisons themselves? Why should I respect a person who is not disciplined enough to be able to take care of his family? Well, I agree with the counter argument. But I challenge that counter argument to consider and to reframe their mentality. See, I'll go back to the initial point. Respect does not mean that you have to like somebody or befriend them. You can respect certain aspects of a person. It doesn't necessarily mean that you like them or that you agree with the things that they do. For example, let's talk about a person who is unfit. Let's talk about a person who is pessimistic. Let's talk about a person who has not the right habits eating wise. In all three of those things that I just mentioned, I can see a person saying that they choose not to respect that person because of their character traits, habits, and the way that they live their life. Well, I see it differently. See, I will respect that person for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, for you to get to an astronomical weight, for you to not have your body, for you to lose your body to the point where now you're bedridden, honestly, I have a lot of respect for you. For you to be so consistent at eating what the hell you want to eat, that in and of itself takes discipline. For you to be so disciplined at going left, I have no choice but to respect that, even though my body and my life choices are completely opposite. For a person who is pessimistic to be so quick to talk down on themselves, to be so quick to look at the negative in a situation, to say that the cup is half empty rather than half full. I respect how strong that they believe that. I respect the ambition and the tenacity. For a person to be so consistent at eating whatever the fuck that they want to do, not do, but whatever they want to eat, I have no choice but to respect their strong-mindedness. I don't necessarily like the person. I don't necessarily want to befriend the person. Respect doesn't mean that you have to befriend or like the individual. Respect simply means that you might admire a certain aspect of their life, a certain character trait, or a certain quality that they show. Whether or not that quality is something that aligns, not quality, whether or not that action or output that person has aligns with your North Star or not, you can still respect different aspects of an individual. Hot take, and then I'll let y'all go. I respect Adolf Hitler. Y'all know some shit is coming. I respect Adolf Hitler because although this motherfucker was mentally not where he needed to be, this dude was able to empower and to lead hundreds of thousands, if I'm not mistaken, hundreds and thousands of people to get on one boat and to follow along with his message and with his philosophy. I don't agree with his ideologies. I don't agree with his philosophies or anything of that nature, but I respect his leadership. I respect his understanding of dealing with people and being able to understand that at the end of the day, to accomplish something big, you need other people. I respect that about him, but I don't respect his philosophies, and it doesn't mean that if Adolf Hitler was alive now, I would be buddy-buddy with him. It does not mean that at all. So, this goes back to the initial question. Should you respect somebody who has not earned your respect? I believe you should, especially if you are a person who has values and morals that align with being somebody who doesn't judge. So I say all that to say, I shouldn't have said that. To sum it up and to conclude, I do believe that you should respect somebody who hasn't earned your respect. It's Lucky, and I'm out.